So in this video, we're going to cover the SEO funnel, and finally we're going to get around to that secret funnel with real world examples. So the SEO funnel, or funnels you could say. Now a core focus of our business is SEO. Now people do tend to get scared to do SEO, especially when you're new to the internet stuff and you're like, wow, how does Google work? And you got to figure out links and all the technical stuff, on-site stuff, and it can get kind of scary. But the truth is, and while I have been doing this for a long time, I've taught a lot of people who are very new to SEO to have great results. So I very much believe it's really, really simple once you figure out just the core stuff. And as you know from the videos we've covered already, backlinks are going to be Google's primary ranking factor for a long, long time to come. So if you know how to build backlinks, you can worry about the other stuff later. Backlinks are going to do pretty much 80 to 90% of the job for you in the current Google algorithm landscape that we're dealing with at the moment. And once you have figured out how to build them, there's an easy way to get clients for life, SEO clients for life in this very saturated industry, and I will cover that way in a second. And as with the theme of this course, it works even better when you start providing the service just for one specific industry. So you can become the SEO guy for the automotive niche, the finance niche, for plastic surgeons, anything. Don't target the same keywords for each brand, of course, but figure out how to get links in just that one industry and sell that knowledge over and over and over again to different clients. It's not just people building, overarching marketing companies that offer a lot of services who struggle. They go through the offering everything to everyone. I see SEO guys doing that all the time. Very few SEO people actually just focus on one industry and become the go-to guy for that niche, and there's a lot of money they're missing out on. They have this problem of trying to do everything for everyone. Now on the next page, what I'm going to do, on the next slide rather, what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce you to Daryl. Now Daryl is someone who just a few months ago did not know anything about SEO. Even at the start of this year, in fact, he didn't know anything. But he decided he wanted to start an SEO business because he had figured out just this core link thing. That was it. He didn't have to figure out every facet of SEO. He just figured out links and he decided to start a business around it. So here's what Daryl said after talking with myself and Diggy personally. I'm an absolute SEO nerd these days, and it is incredibly fun to do. Not only did you give me everything I needed to know about SEO at the time, you got me back on track with building my business and even led into building a local SEO biz that is doing really well now. So he left us a huge review on our forum talking about all of his success, and that is just a very shortened down version of it. So what did Daryl do? Well, he honed in on a specific niche and became the go-to SEO guy for his local area. That's it. If you're in his local geographical area to where he's staying, he's interested in working with you. If you're not, he's not. So that is his niche. That is his focus. So he started out. He ended up getting one of his first clients in February 21st. Again, this is 2014. Daryl, thanks for meeting with me. I'd like to go ahead with your services. He ended up closing this client for $800 a month. Next one, a few weeks later, March 17th. Now he knows a bit more about SEO and a bit more about what he's doing. He can charge more money. So another client here, Kevin, he managed to close for $1,000 per month. And as time goes on, his skills get better. He's getting better results, and he can charge more money. So another one, April 5th, he sent me this 11 days after. He sent me the screenshot 11 days after the email. Once again, happy to go ahead with the silver package, as confirmed on the phone. $4,200 a month setup, $1,500 a month in recurring income. So he's growing every single month. Now Daryl got each of these three clients, so he has more than these three, but these three clients, he got them a different way. So one of them was contacted one of them with a cold email saying, hey, do you want SEO services? While it is, most people are immune to it, it does work now and then. One of them was for running an ad on LinkedIn to local businesses, asking if they wanted better Google rankings. And one was something that has taken our business, our personal business, to incredible heights. So if you want to get rich with SEO, you've got to use our secret funnel, and that secret funnel is really known as R&R. That's how we refer to it, and that stands for rank and rent. So you rank a website before you pitch any kind of services, if you have to pitch at all, and then you rent out the website for a monthly fee. Every business on the planet has been pitched with SEO services a million times before. What they do not get is someone already ranking in their industry for the terms they want to rank for, and then offering to sell that website back to them for a monthly fee. So you get to keep the site, and they keep paying as long as the rankings are there. This is also ridiculously simple when it comes to local SEO for local businesses, and we're getting new leads. People are paying us thousands of dollars a month. We're getting new leads, new clients every single month with this strategy. And often this is resulted in clients coming directly to us without us even going out there and contacting people. That's why I said you can frictionless close. You can sell without selling, convert without selling. So our process typically is that we, one day per month, we'll just throw up 5 to 10 websites. It literally just takes one day in different industries. Each website has clear text on it that it's available to rent out. So sometimes the case is that a website is ranking high in Google before we even know it's ranking, because we throw up a lot and see what sticks. And a lot of our rankings really do happen within a week or two because the competition is so low. So a lot of times we get clients without even knowing they come to us rather than we having to sell anything at all, because we're already ranking. Local businesses check their personal search results all of the time. Even if they don't understand Google, know how to figure it out. They like checking what is going on. So here's just an example. For the search term injury lawyer Houston. I just wanted to show a local search result, so don't think too much into the specific phrase here. So we have Terry Bryant there. I don't know Terry. Please don't contact him and say, hey, Glenn's using you in his videos. No, I don't know Terry at all, so a little bit of free advertising for him here. But I wanted to use him as an example for a question I have for you. So would a law firm in Houston want to be contacted by an SEO company who said they can get rankings for them? So all those people with the ads on the side there, would they want to be contacted by someone saying, I can get rankings for you? Or the person who says, look at me, I'm number 1 in Google, or number 2, number 3, whatever it is, already, do you want that site? Do you want the leads I'm getting from that traffic? It is so simple. The conversion rate is through the roof if you go through this model. So just give you an example, nothing huge figures here, not huge money. I just want to show you how clients of ours are happy to pay for long periods of time, and you can really stack up a massive recurring monthly income. So this is just one client. They paid us extra for a couple of months. We did a little bit of recommendation work for them, but generally we're just renting out the website. Actually, those 2 months, it was because it was ranking. The website ended up ranking for some terms we hadn't even focused on. We kind of got lucky there. But generally, it was $1,000 a month clients. And again, that's just one person. So you get 2, 3, 4 clients, and your income really starts to grow. And very recently, they sent us an email. We offered to get another website ranking for them. Sounds great. And this is Diggy, my business partner. Hey, Dirk, sounds great. Let's move it to $2,000 per month. So here are 5 tips for running your own successful R&R, rank and rent website. First of all, your homepage text should be relevant to your industry that you're trying to rank in and to potential renters. So I'm not going to go into a lot of information here about on-site SEO, but of course, some of the content of your website should be relevant to the industry you're trying to rank in. Just going back to the injury lawyer Houston, part of the content on your homepage should be relevant to injury lawyers in Houston and the area and so on. And just the reason for that is to show Google that your website is relevant to that topic. And also what you want to do, you want to have a clear message there. I prefer to do this in image form, a clear big banner on the page saying, do you want this website? Rent it out from us, contact us today, whatever it is. Nice big message there. As I said, local businesses, they check their local SEO rankings all of the time. They will notice a new website that has popped up in that industry. So just save yourself some kind of hassle and let them contact you if necessary, if they notice you ranking before you do. Then what you want to do is you want to build out a few pages on the site, but don't go overboard. So have your home page, about 500-600 words, have an about page, just some generic info, a contact page, maybe a privacy policy that you can generate for free online. Just a few pages to make it look like a legitimate site. This is more about in the eyes of Google rather than an actual normal person, but don't go overboard. Like I said, we can throw 5 to 10 in one day at the start of the month, and by the end of the month we usually have a few sites ranking that we can make thousands of dollars from. I know that sounds a little bit overly simplistic, but there's not a lot of competition, so it is something that's very easy to do, and it's why I'm more than happy to share it on this video course, because there's just so many industries out there in the world. So we have Industry Lawyer Houston. Think of all the states and areas in America, Canada, Australia, the UK, and then of course, injury lawyer is specific in itself. So there's just so much potential here. It's absolutely crazy. Don't go overboard adding too many pages to the site. So the key is you have to remember, just a few people get confused when I explain this and they're new to the concept. You keep the domain name, so you don't give them the domain and transfer the whole website over. You just let them handle the content on the website. So maybe, they change the contact form to link to their email address, they put on their phone number on the website and all that kind of thing, so they can get the leads, but you keep the domain, so they have to keep paying you. You're the one with the rankings. It's kind of like having your own apartment and you rent it out for a monthly fee. Well, here you have your own internet real estate that you're renting out for a monthly fee. You don't just hand over your apartment, you don't just hand over your website. A few people ask me, what do I do about leads? Like, how do I collect the leads and sell them to the client and so on? Honestly, I don't touch this whatsoever. There are some people that do focus on this, and they probably make more money if you do focus on leads and you're willing to set that up. I've got a good example for you coming up after this slide, actually. Just for me, I just don't like the hassle. I just say, if you're willing to pay me X amount a month, $500, $1,000 a month, you can take over the website. I don't really want to know how many leads you get. I don't really care. They are going to know if they're getting more leads. They are going to know if it's worth it to them paying you $500 or $1,000 a month. And as a general rule of thumb, focus on an industry where there are a lot of AdWords ads. So going back, I'm going to cut back a few slides. I probably should have planned this earlier. Where are we? Okay, so you see, look at all the ads there on the top. 3 ads before the first natural search result, that little yellow box indicating they're an ad. Look at all those ads on the right hand side. Obviously, people paying money for this already, for those Google rankings, for those Google ad positions in AdWords. They're very, very likely they would pay for someone ranking for SEO, because they'll probably save a lot of money. So if there are a lot of AdWords ads for a specific term, it's probably a good industry to be focusing on. So just going back through those slides. So great example here. Absolutely love this one. Great screenshot from our forums, our private forums, from Ken Savage, who used this method to land himself a nice check for $110,000. He's a real genuine person. You can see he's made a lot of posts on our website, over 100 posts there. His Twitter handle is the same as his forum username there, @Ken Savage. So I don't know if you can see very clearly in this video, but what it says under that check: I've been working a side hustle, SEO techniques. After 2 years, I've been selling a company 20 to 30 leads per month in the Boston office space. So that's the industry he's going for, Boston office space. And what happened, he says, they brought me in 2 weeks ago and asked if I'd be interested in developing a similar site for them or revamping their website. So it's a huge post. I can show you how to access this later. But he goes into it a little bit more detail. And what he said, so they had some more talk and they weren't going to let him leave without making a deal. So what would it take? And he said, if you want to part with $100,000, I can deliver the site this week. And they seemed to jump at that, and we all shook hands, and I kicked myself quietly in the ass for not saying at least double that. So he thinks he probably could have got about $200,000 out of it. And that's how valuable it is. Okay, they're paying him a lot of money, but just think how much money they're going to be making. They're making through all of these leads selling office space. They're probably making millions of dollars. Actually, in the full post, he does say he's probably made them over $1 million already. Why? Because a potential client to them is worth a lot of money. An injury lawyer, of course, they have $500 to $1,000 per month to spare because they're getting $5,000 to $10,000 for one single lead. So I'm going to cover that and why that works now. So of course, only focus on industries where a client is worth at least $1,000. So a client to your client, a customer to your client. You don't want to be the SEO guy or marketing guy for your local barber. They're making $5 a haircut. If you send them one person, they can't pay you $500 for that lead because they only made $500. So what we're thinking about here, we're thinking about insurance, plastic surgeons, lawyers, private golf clubs, office space rental, real estate. Real estate alone can cover the entire planet. And the end result is that most people will only need 3 clients to replace their current full-time income. Now, if you are making 6 figures a month already, that's great. I'm very happy for you. Or 6 figures a year, that's awesome. However, for most people watching this, and it's very likely to be you, you could really replace your current full-time income that you get in work with just 3-4 clients. If you're pulling in $1,000 per month per client, you really don't need a lot of them to be making a great additional income. And what you can do is you can outsource the SEO or learn it yourself. You don't, again, we covered this in the previous video, you don't have to figure out what Google thinks about every industry in the world. You can figure out how you can just figure out how they work in the plastic surgery niche, or how they rank breast augmentation website or rhinoplasty services or whatever it is, and just learn that. So the key to all of this is rank before you pitch. Focus on one specific industry and you'll convert so much better, and figure out SEO for that niche super fast. Now, a lot of people are kind of worried that they need to reach thousands of people. So I'm kind of slightly off the rank and rent model now. I'm going towards, being an SEO agency and just selling SEO services to companies that want it for their actual website, not that they want to rent another website. You really don't need to reach a lot of people to make a lot of money. So just showing you an example here, our business we mentioned before is Private Ink. Here is my email list. How embarrassing is that? This guy called Vibe Chiller, who's supposed to be writing a book called Viral Marketing for Dummies, who I'm supposed to know how to reach millions of people. My email list is super small. There's only 1,000 people on my email list, growing by 30, 40 leads per week. That's, it's just 5, 6 people per day. That's it. So just growing very, very slowly. I'm not like, I didn't put this in a Vibe Chill blog post or anything like that. I'm only offering it to people who are likely to be interested. So someone emails me out of the blue saying, hey Glenn, do you have this available? And maybe I'll send them to a page where they can sign up to learn when my doors open. As I said, I only open for 2 days a month. I'm going to talk about more about this in the part-time video that we have coming up, how to build your internet empire part-time. So there's really nothing overly special. I'm not reaching a lot of people. And just to show you, when we open our doors, again, how embarrassing is this for the guy who's supposed to be the guy about viral marketing? But really, it's because we don't need to reach a lot of people. So we're not even getting 300 people visiting our website when we open our doors. But look at that bounce rate, super low, and the average person stays on our website for more than 5 minutes when they do land on it. So we have a very high retention rate because we're reaching the right people. You don't need to reach a lot of them. So here's an income screenshot. I don't really like doing this very much, but I know people are kind of motivated, I guess. I know I was when I started out online, when I saw this kind of thing. So that's 12th of April to the 20th of April. That's 8 days. Some of the lower payments there are when we had different smaller plans at the start of our business. I'm not going to add that up there, but you'll be surprised to know that that's about $10,000, possibly a little bit more because there's a lot of 59999s there. Probably about $10,000 in that screenshot. This one, 22nd of April to 29th of April, that's 1 week. There's over $15,000 in that screenshot coming right into my bank account, and those are all recurring monthly payments. But remember what I told you earlier. Just remember this. This would not happen if we didn't provide value. So it's a $60,000 per month and growing business. We truly care about our clients and we do all we can to help them. Again, this wouldn't happen if we didn't provide value. All clients would cancel, and there's nothing you can do to stop that. If we get rankings, our clients stay with us. If we don't, they don't. Fortunately, because we figured out backlinks, we know how to get rankings. And we don't have some magical website that forces people to give us their money. We're just using this super basic theme. The whole of Marketing Inc., actually the website where you're watching these videos, just uses this $50 theme for WordPress from Theme Forest. You can see that yellow box there. It says I purchased it already, and it has this nice little admin backend where I can customize anything like my logo and so on. I don't want to promise you any kind of income figures that you can make, although there is a lot of potential here. I'm just showing you that once again, there is nothing we are doing. We're not reaching a lot of people. There's nothing we are doing that you cannot do yourself. We're not overly technical here or anything like that. So in the next video, what we're going to cover is the advanced recon guide to winning clients. So here I'm going to show you a really powerful way to get leads, build upon the John Sonmez model and his $21,000 launch week. So if you're wondering how to convert clients, this will give you, especially for the agency funnel, this will give you all you need to know. So I really hope you're enjoying the course so far. Thank you so much for watching it this far with me, and I hope you're going to get a lot out of the next videos as well. And just to keep in mind, don't worry if there's kind of a lot of questions going through your head and things you don't know the answers to. Maybe I didn't cover something in as much detail as you like. Kind of write it down, make a mental note of it, whatever, and I'm gonna try and group everything together right at the end of the course. And if there's anything I haven't covered, let me know and I'll try and help you with that. So again, don't worry if you're a little bit like, what did this happen? How did he do this? What did he mean by this? Don't worry, we are gonna get there. Again, thank you for watching. Click the link. I'll see you in the next video.